having a magnificent season, so congratulations on that. In the past, people have had a go at you. How have you handled that? Do you say, okay, well, I'll prove you wrong, you work hard at it? How do you cope with it?
For me, especially this year in the Premier League, yeah, there was a lot of people that doubted me and people who said that I wasn't good enough and things like that. But for me, I always believed that I could play at this level. So I was trying to prove to myself, still am trying to prove to myself that I belong here.
Quite happy to stick two fingers up at the guys that have had a go at you?
You know, I don't want to be the kind of guy who says, I told you so. But if that happens, then it happens.
Yeah, but you've got to have belief in your own ability. So well done you for doing that.
Yeah, exactly. If I don't believe in myself, then no one else will, I think.
You scored the only goal against Sheffield United earlier in the season. So do you feel as if you've scored against them, or you have teams that you've scored against in the past, that you go into it super confident that you believe you're going to hit the back of the net?
Yeah, funnily enough, yeah. If I've scored against a team before, like I think, yeah, I'm going to score again. I don't know why it is, but it's just one of them things.
And I've got it here if you want to sort of talk through it and talk us your thought process.
For the game, I'd said to Jack, put it between the middle centre-half and the furthest away centre-half from your side. Right. And I would always try and get in between that gap. And it was an inch-perfect cross, and I just knew when it went out there, that's where I was heading. And
if that ball doesn't come in, you're telling them to get it in next time, in no uncertain terms.
Yeah, I'm probably the winger's worst nightmare on the pitch. Big moaner. If I'm always shouting for every ball, asking them to give me every ball.
I love that. I was exactly the same, because if you don't shout and moan and scream at them, then the next time they won't put it in. Let's have a look at Villa. Your touch and your technique, and then to shift it onto your left foot. That's a player full of confidence, isn't it?
In the first half, I missed a good chance just before half-time. But it was weird, because after I missed that chance, I had the feeling I'm going to score a few in this game. So I had that feeling going into the start of the second half, I'm going to get a couple here.
Because that's one of the things that I admire about you, is that you're not afraid to miss.
The manager even says, look, it's not important if you miss the chance. The important thing is being in the right position and getting the chance.
And is he that demanding in training as well as he is in games? Does he listen to you if some of the lads go to him and say, look, guys are tired today, can we have an hour off or a day off? Or how will he take to that?
To be honest, none of us have ever said that. I don't think we'd dare say that.
This one's in the 18-yard box and working it onto that left foot again.
I think that one was kind of instinctive in the box. I knew that once I was in there, that the defenders couldn't really touch me, because it would give a penalty away, and then it was just more or less shuffling and getting in the right position. And I had to do it with no back lift, but fortunately it went in the right place.
And the next one is in the Leicester game. I mean, it's just pure instinct, isn't it? Head down, pick your spot, and it was just a magnificent strike, eh?
You kind of know where you are on the pitch, where to hit. You don't really have to look at the goal too much. So I was just thinking, hit it hard across the keeper, and he won't have a chance. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, I didn't aim for it to go right in the top corner.
And the next one, if I'm right in saying, you're 12 yards out, nearly in the middle of the goal, and you've got the goalkeeper to beat, a lot of the goal to aim at, and you're crossing it, you're putting it on a plate, basically. Why aren't you shooting?
Why haven't I shot? Do you know what? When I first went through, as soon as I took my first touch, I saw Jack out of the corner of my eye. So pretty much knew I was passing it. So it never really crossed my mind to shoot. But having said that, if we were 3-1 up already and the game was done and dusted, I think I might have shot.
I don't think there's any way I'm passing that, but well done you for doing that anyway. You must have been hugely disappointed not to have been in the England squad, but the way you sort of reacted, and then you got your goal against Fulham after that, I mean, that is a great response, isn't it?
That's the only thing I can do, is get my head down and try and keep scoring, and score as many goals as I can between now and the Euros, and then see what happens. I mean, it'd be a dream to play for England, I'm going to be honest. It'd be a dream. It's a real tough one to get into, so I just keep working hard and see what happens.
Did the England manager speak to you personally?
No, I just found out I actually found out from watching the squad announcement on Twitter.
All right, so you were actually waiting for it in hope that you could have been in it?
I had a little bit of hope in me.
I know you were. I've done exactly the same, don't worry. So, and just talk us through this that goal against Fulham.
With Jack, sometimes before the game, I'd tell him where to put it, but when he was in a position where there was only one place he could probably get it across the way the ball was bouncing and stuff, so I just gambled getting across the man at the near post, and it dropped there, and then it was about just getting a good contact, really.
Leeds are safe. You've had a great season. You need goals. You need to go out and put in performances. Are you going to be a little bit more selfish from now towards the end of the season instead of passing?
There's a good chance. Put it this way, if I was close to the golden boot on the last game of the season, I would be shooting for every opportunity.
Brilliant. I love it. Brilliant.